You can choose a life of ease and comfort, or you can choose a life of service and adventure. Which one of those, when you're 90 years old, are you going to be more proud of?
Most people believe billionaires are successful because they have money. But the truth is, it's the other way around. Long before the world knew their names, they were already practicing small, repeatable habits that compounded into wealth, influence, and opportunity. These habits, quiet, consistent, almost invisible, are what built billionaires. And here's the secret. Those habits aren't locked away in boardrooms or billion-dollar bank accounts. You can copy them. You can apply them to your life starting right now. For the next 21 days, you have the chance to step inside the mindset of the world's wealthiest people, not by buying yachts or jets, but by adopting the daily routines that set them apart. Billionaires don't just wake up early, they wake up with purpose. They don't just make long to-do lists, they practice ruthless prioritization, focusing on the 20% of tasks that create 80% of results. They don't stop learning after school, they become obsessive learning machines, reading, listening, and feeding their minds every single day. They don't burn out chasing hours, they build and protect their energy, because energy is more valuable than time. They don't network occasionally, they build relationships daily, one message or thank you at a time. They don't just think about next week, they think in decades, while acting with focus every single day. They don't rely on willpower, they rely on systems that make good decisions automatic. They don't let ideas slip away, they capture everything, knowing one scribbled note could be worth billions. They don't let emotions dictate their choices, they master emotional control, staying calm in the storm. And they don't only chase money, they give, understanding that impact and generosity multiply wealth in ways money alone never can. Finally, their secret weapon is not brilliance, luck, or even timing. It's boring consistency. Doing the small, unglamorous habits every single day, long after others get bored or quit. That's what compounds extraordinary success. So here's the challenge. For the next 21 days, adopt these billionaire habits. One by one, build them into your life. You don't need billions to start. You just need discipline, intention, and consistency. Because billionaires are not created by accident. They're created by design. And now you have the blueprint.
Everyone loves the idea of waking up at 5 a.m. The billionaire morning routine has become almost a cliche. But billionaires don't win simply because of the hour on the clock. They win because of their intention. Elon Musk famously divides his day into 5-minute blocks. Oprah Winfrey starts each morning with gratitude journaling, saying it centers her in the chaos. Jeff Bezos insists on having high-quality decisions in the morning when his energy is sharpest. The common thread? They rise with a reason, not just an alarm clock. Your 21-day challenge. For the next 3 weeks, when you wake up, resist the urge to grab your phone. Instead, take 1 minute to write a single intention. Example, today I'll give my best attention to X project. By day 21, your mornings will feel less like groggy autopilot and more like intentional launch pads. Billionaires don't try to do everything. In fact, the secret to their success is how little they do. They focus relentlessly on the few things that matter most and are ruthless about ignoring the rest. This is the 80-20 rule in action. The principle that 20% of tasks, people, or efforts produce 80% of results. Think about your own life. You probably have a never-ending to-do list, emails to reply to, errands to run, meetings to attend, and projects to juggle. But if you look closely, maybe 2 or 3 of those tasks will actually move the needle in your career, your health, or your relationships. The rest? Noise. Distraction disguised as productivity. Billionaires are masters at filtering out this noise. One of the clearest examples comes from Warren Buffett's avoid list. When his pilot once asked him for career advice, Buffett told him to write down his top 25 career goals. Then he asked him to circle the 5 most important. The other 20? Buffett's advice was simple but brutal. Avoid them at all costs. Why? Because those other 20 are seductive. They feel productive, they feel worthwhile, but they're not. They are the distractions that prevent you from achieving greatness. By cutting away the pretty good, you create the space to fully commit to the life-changing. This philosophy isn't unique to Buffett. It runs through the DNA of nearly every billionaire. Steve Jobs once said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas there are." Jobs was famous for cutting projects, even profitable ones, so Apple could concentrate on a few products that truly mattered. The result? The iPhone, iPad, and Mac became cultural revolutions. Jeff Bezos approached Amazon the same way. Although the company experimented with many ideas, Bezos consistently doubled down on the vital few that fueled growth: customer obsession, Prime membership, and logistics infrastructure. Everything else could wait. That ruthless prioritization turned Amazon from a bookstore into one of the most powerful companies in the world.
So, how do you apply this in your own life? The answer is simpler than you think. For the next 21 days, start every morning with a short exercise. Write down your top 3 tasks for the day. These aren't random chores. They should be the tasks that, if completed, will have the biggest impact. That could mean finishing the pitch deck that might land a new client, finally making that difficult phone call to move a project forward, or writing the first chapter of a book you've been putting off. Whatever they are, commit to finishing those 3 before touching anything else. No emails, no minor chores, no busy work. At first, this will feel uncomfortable. You'll feel the urge to clear small tasks for a quick dopamine hit, but stay disciplined. By the end of 21 days, you'll notice a dramatic shift in how you work. Your energy will no longer scatter across meaningless to-dos, but will be concentrated on the actions that actually matter. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, better. Buffett, Jobs, and Bezos didn't build empires by being busy. They built them by being focused. If you want billionaire-level results, you must learn billionaire-level prioritization. Because at the end of the day, the difference between an average life and an extraordinary one often comes down to this: whether you spent your energy on the urgent or on the truly important. The wealthiest people are obsessive learners. Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates reads around 50 books per year. Charlie Munger once said, "Spend each day trying to be a little wiser than you were when you woke up." This isn't just a hobby, it's how they build judgment. Knowledge compounds like money. Every page, every podcast, every lecture makes them a little sharper, and those small edges add up to billions over decades. Your 21-day challenge: turn wasted time into growth. Try the silent commute rule. No music, no random scrolling, just audiobooks or podcasts. By the end, you'll have replaced hours of noise with hours of education. Most people think success comes from grinding harder. Billionaires know it comes from managing energy. Jeff Bezos insists on 8 hours of sleep. Richard Branson treats exercise as non-negotiable. Musk has spoken about cutting late-night work because it wrecks clarity. Why? Because one clear, high-energy hour is worth 10 sluggish ones. Your 21-day challenge. Try the 90-second cold shower rule. Science shows cold exposure boosts alertness, mood, and resilience. Opportunities don't float in the air, they flow through people. Billionaires understand this better than anyone. Richard Branson built Virgin by obsessively building relationships. Oprah's empire grew from genuine connections. Musk's success is inseparable from his network of investors and engineers. But they don't network once a year at conferences, they do it daily in small, consistent ways. Your 21-day challenge. Send one message per day, a thank you note, a compliment, a reconnection. Tiny gestures compound into massive networks. By day 21, you'll see how doors begin to crack open. Billionaires play long games. Jeff Bezos built Amazon not for the next quarter, but the next 20 years. His mantra, we are stubborn on vision, flexible on details. They hold a 10-20-year vision while making small, daily moves toward it. That's why they stay calm through setbacks. Your 21-day challenge. Journal each night as your 10-year future self. Ask, what would my billionaire self thank me for today? This exercise rewires your brain to think in decades while acting in days. Motivation fades, systems last. Billionaires automate routines. They don't hope they'll save money, they set auto investments. They don't hope they'll eat well, they pre-plan meals or hire chefs. Willpower is fragile, systems are bulletproof. Your 21-day challenge. Pick one system to install. Auto transfer savings, pre-schedule gym workouts, use habit stacking. After brushing to teeth, I'll meditate 2 minutes. By day 21, your life will feel less like constant struggle and more like flow. Ideas are currency. Billionaires bank them. Richard Branson is famous for carrying notebooks everywhere. He once said, if you don't write it down, it won't happen. Many of his Virgin businesses started as scribbles in a journal. Your 21-day challenge. Carry a notebook, or use your phone notes. Write down 3 ideas daily. They don't have to be big, business, personal, or problem solving. By the end, you'll have 60+ ideas, one of which could change your trajectory. Market crashes, lawsuits, criticism. Billionaires face stress at levels most can't imagine. What separates them is their ability to stay calm. Bezos is known for making decisions calmly, even in chaos. Musk compartmentalizes crises so he doesn't drown in them. Emotional control is their superpower. Your 21-day challenge. Each day, spend 2 minutes identifying your current emotion. Breathe, name it, and choose your response. This small ritual builds resilience. By day 21, you'll feel less controlled by stress and more in control of yourself.
Billionaires don't just take, they give. Bill Gates pledged billions to eradicate disease, Musk donates to disaster relief, Oprah funds schools. They understand that wealth is amplified by impact. Generosity creates networks, goodwill, and purpose. Your 21-day challenge. Do one act of micro-generosity daily. Help a stranger, share knowledge, donate a few dollars, or mentor someone. By day 21, you'll realize generosity is the most selfish thing you can do. It multiplies everything. If there's one hidden truth about billionaires that rarely makes headlines, it's this. They don't succeed because of a single big idea, a lucky break, or one dramatic move. They succeed because they repeat small, simple habits every single day, long after those habits stop feeling exciting. Billionaires are obsessed with boring consistency. Take Warren Buffett as an example. For over 7 decades, he's read for hours every single day. Most people imagine investing is about fast trades, dramatic risks, or sudden wins. But Buffett's fortune was built by the compounding effect of daily learning, quiet discipline, and consistency in sticking to his investment principles. It wasn't flashy, it was patient repetition. Look at Elon Musk. People see the rockets, the cars, and the massive announcements. But behind the headlines is an almost monotonous routine, daily iteration. Musk spends most of his time refining, tweaking, and testing small details at Tesla and SpaceX. It's not glamorous, but over years, those tiny daily improvements create revolutionary breakthroughs. Or consider Richard Branson. While he's known for his adventurous lifestyle, his true secret is a consistent networking habit. He makes small, genuine connections every single day. He jots down notes, follows up with people, and never stops building relationships. It's a boring consistency that eventually led to an empire of hundreds of companies. This principle isn't limited to billionaires. It's the same reason athletes like Serena Williams or Cristiano Ronaldo practice drills they've done 1,000,000 times, or why writers like Stephen King write a set number of words every day. Success doesn't come from intensity once, it comes from persistence daily.
Your 21-day challenge. For the next 3 weeks, track one habit with visible accountability. It doesn't matter what you pick: reading 10 pages, writing 200 words, meditating for 2 minutes, or sending one networking message. The point isn't the size of the habit, it's showing up daily. Use a wall chart, habit tracking app, or even a notebook. Mark a check every day you complete the habit. Don't aim for perfection. You'll miss a day here and there, but what matters is momentum. By day 21, you'll discover that consistency itself feels like your greatest asset. Because here's the truth: big wins fade, motivation fades, excitement fades, but consistency compounds. Billionaires know this. They build empires not by chasing dopamine, but by stacking small wins, quietly, daily, relentlessly. That's the real secret. So there you have it, 10 billionaire habits plus one secret bonus. Notice something? None of these require billions in the bank. They require discipline, focus, and persistence. That's it. If you commit to this challenge just 21 days, you won't become a billionaire overnight, but you'll start thinking, acting, and living like one. And when your mindset shifts, opportunities follow. Because you don't need $1 billion to live like a billionaire. You need their habits. Copy them and watch wealth, clarity, and impact begin to chase you. So tell me, which habit will you try first? Drop it in the comments and let's build a billionaire mindset together.